Okay, so today we're going to test 7 products. You know, we do all these car shows, and so we always get this talk about what's better, what's gonna do better as far as these car finishes. And AMSOIL just came out with a new product, ceramic spray, and so we decided that we'll test the ones that we're most familiar with. Now, you know, you've got the Simonize and the Turtle Wax and all the common ones, but the reality is that pro detailers like their certain brands and they're kind of stuck on them, and that's fine because you get something that works for you, you need to stick with it. But being new, brand new on the market, we wanted to look at the AMSOIL product and compare it to the others. So what we did was I just went through my own stuff and marked out on the side of my trailer 7 little squares and marked them with each brand that we're going to use. And these are ones that are time tested. Now I've got 6 different rags here, so I don't cross contaminate or anything like that. And we'll try the DRO Race Wax. That's my first attempt there. And then I've got the Griots, which is really a great detailer. Their spray wax and their detailer. Been using that for a long time too. And of course, the more car shows you go to, it seems like every time you go to one, you see a new chemical coming out. And sometimes it's like I commented to one of the factory reps in Florida at a show. I said, you know, we gotta have different colors and fragrances and all that. I said, we want the one that does the best job, lasts the longest, and is easiest to apply. So let's take a look now. That was the Griots. Now let's look at Papa Shine, because Papa Shine is pretty popular in East Tennessee at car shows, and I've been using it. And I've been giving a lot of it away in prize buckets and stuff too. So, small company, they do a good job. Limited production, I'm sure, based on some of the competition. But let's see how they do here. I'm trying to avoid overspray. Doing this outside to get a little bit of a breeze going. But we're going to try to give them all equal attention. Okay, so this is part 1 of a at least 2-part series, because we want to see the results down the road. And let's see, now the next one is going to be the Mother's Speed. And oh, I gotta change rags. Oh, we got Jack's Wax. Well, I got Mother's in my hand, so I'm going to go ahead and do that one. Put the product on. Put a little bit of dry cloth to it. Rub it out. And you can see this trailer was pretty well oxidized, but not dirty. It just oxidized. And what we're doing is we're doing a section. These sections, we'll leave them on. This is in a position where it gets morning shade and evening or afternoon full sun. So it's going to be a good test on the 7 products that we're doing. And the Ohio product, which is Jack's Wax, we're going to try that. They've got a full line of car care products too, showing up at the shows, and they seem to be more about color and fragrance, because I heard the sales pitch. Now maybe that's a test too, to see what's going to happen here. The last time I did a test similar to this was when I was building log homes, and we tested all the different log coatings. So I'm trying to be fair about this, because it's certainly not a lab controlled environment, but to get a weather test. I think it's a good test. Alright, now the sixth one here is a company out of Florida that has been to a lot of car shows down there. RCP America. This is their ceramic boost. We're going to try that because I think compared from the marketing literature and that, this is probably going to be about as close as we get to compare the AMSOIL. So let's see how this does. And you'll notice these two blocks are a little bigger. I didn't do any fancy measuring or anything. I just came out and put some tape up, painter's tape, and I said I'm gonna do a little comparing, because for my own good, I need to know when I talk to people, you know, where are we fair? I mean, a lot of people, it's about price, but we all know in the business that there's a difference between price and cost. And what I want to do, I'm going to do the last one here, the AMSOIL. And let's take a look after a few weeks, and we'll see what the comparison is, if there is. Maybe they'll all be about the same. Who knows? As far as price goes, they vary a little bit. And of course, color and fragrance, well, that's aesthetics. That doesn't have anything to do with performance of the product, but as part one here, as I was saying, the trailer here is going to be exposed to the shade, full shade in the beginning, and then it's going to get full sun in the afternoon, and it's going to heat up really good. Now, a lot of times, and what I did was I read the instructions for each application. Some say, you know, spray on, wipe off. Some say spray on, wipe off, let haze and buff out. I'm trying to do them all as close to the same so that we can see product performance. I didn't overdo any of them. I didn't put a second coat on any of them. And like I said, we'll come back and feel and look at the difference as far as fading, as far as how they last, and the water beating. Right now, there's a big difference if you compare to an untreated surface. They all feel pretty good as far as the coating, how much is on there, and how long it'll last. That's going to tell the tale. So that's it for part one. We'll come back. I'm doing this unedited so you can see there's no you know, there's no manipulation or anything, and then we'll do the same thing with part two when we get to that point. And like I said, it might be a week from now, might be 2 weeks from now, who knows. We're getting ready to go on the Hot Rod Power Tour this coming week. Starts next Monday. Today's Monday, June 3rd, and it starts next Monday in Bowling Green, Kentucky. So we'll have the AMSOIL product with us, and I'm sure I'll be talking to some of my friends from the competition. People will say, well, how come you didn't test this or didn't test that? Look, you know, we got the products out that we are familiar with, that we've used. We all know about the old timers, the Simon Eyes and the Turtle Wax, and of course they all make products now that are similar. But these are the ones that we find at the car shows predominantly. I guess the one I left out that I actually have and have used extensively is the Meguiar's. But the things that are available in big box stores we're not so interested in. These are the ones that you'll find specialty in detail shops and also in at car shows. So without any more, I'll just leave it at that. You've seen the application, you've seen the ones we're testing. Here, the DRO Race Wax, Griot's Spray Wax, Papa Shine, Jack's Wax, Mother's, RCP America, and the AMSOIL Ceramic. So have a good one, and we'll catch you on part two.